Ooh. Oh, there's a lemon in there. Somebody put a lemon in my pumpkin. Somebody just like walked by and put a lemon in my pumpkin. Maybe it keeps like the gnats away or something. But I carved this bad boy. Look at the artistry on that. I carved that bad boy. I was invited to a pumpkin carving party, which I didn't even know that existed. But I had a great time. Everyone there took it super seriously though. They had like the stencils and they were doing like the little dots and everything like that. And they were so mad about mine. They kept like taking pictures for the gram and shit, and like they kept moving mine out of the way, and I kept moving it front and center, like, oh wait, guys, my pumpkin's not in there, and they're getting so pissed off about it. And some girl looked at me, just like, you tried. And like, it was like so catty. Like I respected it. I really did. I was like, you know what? That's the spirit of Halloween right there. Um, and yeah, I did tell the person that invited me, I'm like, dude, why did you fucking tell me that these people were carving like professional grade shit, and this is mine? This little goofy fucking piece of shit. Like, I was just having a great time, carving a pumpkin. It's like it's a pumpkin carving party, It's like have a good time, make them goofy as shit. The lemon is still weirding me out, though. I gotta say, like somebody just walked by and plopped it in there. I mean, thanks, but also like it feels a little violating. It does. But anyway, I'm gonna blow the flame out because that's a real flame in there. I'm gonna blow it out though because I have to put it on the ground and I know Buckley's gonna get all into it. Excuse me for one moment as I put the. Oh, it's smoking. Can you see that on camera? No. Okay. I'm back. And I missed you guys. I missed you. I hope you missed me too. But I'm back with an inspired Halloween double feature. Ideally, like I wanted to do like an onslaught of horror doubles, right? But I've been a little busy Halloween bee, more thematically bat, maybe, little flying thing. Bats are cute, aren't they? Oh, we love our bats. I wish I could have one as a pet. The thing is, I looked it up. They make very bad pets. They make horrible pets. They're like, don't do it. Don't ever do it. It's actually really cruel too. But they seem so lazy. Like they would just be hanging, from the doorway and just chilling and stuff. But they're like, no, they hate it. Don't do it. For on both of your behalves, don't do it, I guess. A lot of like stern warnings. So I'm not really sure what the stories are there because I was too sad to look into it, to be honest with you. Because I really wanted a pet bat. I was really kind of sold on it, and then I was like, well, you know, not every dream gets to come true, I guess. Um, but yeah, I've still been working my two jobs. I've been creating. You know what? I've been actually making a lot of friends off the screen. Which has been exhausting, frankly. I like desperately want to escape to the goblin hole. I was just like, God, I need to climb back into the darkness. I hate this. But you know what? It's like, we make time for that too, right? I've just been in sort of like a fuck it vibe, and it's my most charismatic vibe. Where I'm just like, yeah, somebody invites me to something, whatever. I'm just like, why the fuck not? And I've just been like going places where I really don't know anybody, and it's like the thing about me is that I don't really ever have to talk to anybody. Like people come to me. They always just seem to find me, introduce themselves to me, invite me into conversations, ask me to sit at their table. Um, I'm just minding my own business, but it's like yeah, I don't know. It's like a weird magnetic vibe I got, which I don't know. I don't really dig it, but other people do apparently. So that's what I've been doing. I've just been going places, except the pumpkin people. They didn't, they didn't seem to like because like the whole reason that I have it is they wanted me to take it home. They didn't even like they put everybody else's out in front of their house, and they were like, "You like if you want to keep yours, it's a good keepsake probably." Like, and I was like just sitting out there like. waiting for my fucking Waymo with the goddamn like, all right, fine, I'll take my fucking pumpkin back. It's great. You know what? It captures the spirit of the season more than your, rigid fucking design bullshit. Who wants that? Who even enjoys that? Apparently a lot of people, but um whatever. It's more about the aesthetic, and see, this is why I really really despise cool people parties. You go to these places and you're just like, yeah, this is a cool people, it's just filled with cool people. And uh, I don't know. Here's the thing. I do like talking to people and I love dancing. I will dance even if it's not that kind of party. If there's music, I'll do it. And I will dance. I will be the only one. And I won't be the only one by the end of the night. Like people then join because it's like, okay, well, the freak started doing it. So like it's probably more okay to do it now because people would be so fixated on like that freak, and her stupid ass pumpkin. I've just been bringing the pumpkin everywhere, actually. I just been bringing it to work. I just been bringing it to all the parties. So they're just walking in with my pumpkin. Like, what do we think, guys? Um, yeah. I hope the lemon wasn't a curse. I'm like, see, my mind went to like somebody helped me out, but it's like, what if it was like the pumpkin people came and they dropped that in there, like, we're gonna curse the fuck out of this bitch. Like, for ruining our fucking aesthetic, man. Kept moving that goddamn fucking thing in our Instagram pictures, thank God she's gone. And her stupid ass woman too. But he's not stupid ass, he's great. And we love him. We love our pumpkins. We love our goofy ass bullshit. He's good. But yeah, anyway, I just like, I don't know. But dancing by myself, that's the thing. Like I'll just dance all night and people will come up to me and they'll just like shake my hand, ask my name. It's just like, yeah, I'm Katie. And they're like, you love to dance. I'm like, I do. I really do. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I feel like it's like if I'm gonna come to this fucking thing, like I'm gonna eat the snacks I can. I'm gonna hit that open bar. Um, you know, I'm gonna groove. I'm gonna, talk to people and shit. And I care if you're cool. Like truth be told, like I don't really want cool people to like me. I kind of always like lived by that Lester Bangs through Philip Seymour Hoffman quote, almost famous, like the only true currency in this bankrupt world is what you share with someone else when you're uncool. Always loved that. And I'm forever uncool. Which I'm like kind of discovering makes you actually really cool. Um but you know what I don't like is like people keep joking, like, oh my god, haha, Katie, you're like the most famous person at that party. People can't stop asking about you. Ha ha ha. And like in the inside, I'm like, on the outside, I'm like, you know it, guys. On the inside, I've gripped with a deep, deep visceral fear. I'm just like, oh no. Oh, fuck no. Oh shit. I'm gonna smash my pumpkin everywhere. I'm just freaking out. It's like I'm gonna smash the poor thing. I don't know. Um, but I don't want to do it to him. I love him. I love my pumpkin, and I'm gonna be really sad when he rots. But you know what I like to do? I like to throw it out my window. Which I don't know why that's funny to me, image. But if you throw it out your window, the animals like to eat it. So there's a lot of like raccoons, sometimes, even owls will peck at it. I've never seen an owl peck at it, but I'm assuming they'd probably like it. They might like it. They might. Although there are vicious carnivores. Maybe they wouldn't. But I imagine an owl would. So I leave it out there just in case. Um, and I have seen an owl out there though. I also thought I was seeing a bobcat. It turns out it was just a regular house cat though. Like it's just its tail was all fucked up, and I was like, "Wow, that's so cool." It's like watching it like a nature show. Like, look at that bobcat. And they're like, "I don't know. There's no bobcats." Like, oh, my neighbors are like, "There's no bobcats around here." I'm like, "Oh, I've seen them." And they're like, "That is a regular orange tabby cat, actually." um, and he's great. And I think it might be that one that like was here and then he disappeared for a while and I was like sad thinking he died. But I think he's back. I think he's back now. He resurrected. It's maybe a pet cemetery type situation, which you know what, I'm all for it. I love it. I would have done it with Hamlet in New York Minute, and I don't care if he was evil, it'd be even better. It would even be better. And I don't care what I would have to do. If he would have to kill, so be it. Um, that's the way it is. That's the way of life, man. It's a circle of life. um, but anyway, yeah, deep, visceral fear. So I'm retreating back to the darkness, and here I am. And like I said, I'm continuing to create a very welcomed solitary endeavor. One of my projects is it's just such a down, dirty piece of work, man. It's just like dripping with the grime unearthed from the slimiest aspects of human behavior. When I first like showed it to someone, he was like, "Damn, dude, like you've always been like sick, but like this is a whole new level of dissension." Um, and it's like, where do you think this is gonna go? Do you think anybody wants this? It's like it feels wrong. It feels cursed. It feels like you just punched an old lady in the face and spit on her elderly dog. This is something that a role that Charles Bronson would have tossed in the trash and lit a flame for fear that this thing would ever see the light of day. I mean, he didn't actually say that, but it was like my interpretation of it, and I think I captured the vibe pretty well. But it's a passion project. It's like, you know what, man? The other things that we're working on, much more palatable by far, okay? But like this one, I'm just like, you know what? It's from the heart, dude. It's called fucking heart, and I'm really, really fucking proud of it, okay? I'm really proud of it. Um, yeah. Who can say that they've created something that just has sickened so many? Um, Maybe will sicken so many because I really do think that I think he's just like overestimating the human soul. It's like because this is really just an aggregate of all the clients that I've seen, over time, and even like seeing my coworkers at their lowest and hearing the shit they say, and it's just like there's a lot of dark hearts out there, man, and I just feel like, especially with the ones that I see now. So I really think this can find its place, but if it doesn't, man, I don't care. It's a little bit of my soul. I love it dearly. And I've also been putting together my Halloween costume. It's that season. Also, Bugley's. Okay, Bugley is going to be Porco from Porco Rosso, my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, which is like really criminally underseen. So I really recommend you check that out. But it's my favorite one. It's the perfect costume for Bugley, because if you're not familiar, it is a pig who an aviator pig, who flies a plane. So it's like, you know what? He's already an English bulldog. He's already got the pig look down. But he does hate the aviator hat. He hates the aviator hat. He Frankly, how do I word this? His eyes alight with vengeance every time I put a mustache under his nose. But it's like I'm pretty confident I can snap a few pics. Maybe even get him down to Petco for his free Halloween treat. Before he completely eviscerates the costume and tears this holiday to shreds. So get in on that free treat at Petco before Bugley gets there because he will kill everything in sight. Um, but he's gonna look really cute doing it. I'm so excited about it. I was so excited about it. When I had the idea, I was like, "Oh my fucking Christ! That you don't know. You have really, Katie. Your mind is so intelligent. It's just like, yeah, that's inspired shit. I was really proud of myself for that one too. Um, and I am going to be Rowdy Piper for Halloween. Now, this one took me kind of a minute to settle on it because I really, really, really wanted to be Apollo Creed, specifically from Rocky 4. It's kind of a dream costume of mine. Um, but here's the thing. Here's what happened with the Apollo Creed. Um, oh, wow. It's tough to go into, but the thing is that me and a coworker wanted to do like a duo costume or have like a costume contest at work. We wanted to do a little duo costume, and we got in a pretty frankly vicious fight about who would be Apollo Creed, which it's like he doesn't have a leg to stand on. It's like That man is like a father to me, and I know what you're thinking, like, in what way, exactly, in also his limited mind would think that too, but the thing is that he is a spiritual father, and a person can have multiple spiritual fathers, okay? Donald Pleasance is another one. The Pleasance pageantry, the creed credence, these are guiding principles in my life, a real bedrock for my personality, and it's like, I feel like you have to have met these people, or they don't even have to be real people to have raised you right. So it's just like, I don't know. The thing is, it got a little heated, but because I just felt like, man, I finally have the opportunity to like really show out. I'm really in a situation. I could wear the Apollo Creed costume. I could really show out. I could come out on stage to live in America. It has been a reoccurring fantasy of mine for so long, and he ruined it. Frankly, he ruined it. He destroyed it. He shattered it, and I almost didn't forgive him. But I did something also equally unforgivable when I did suggest he could be Drago. I was like, well, you can be Drago for acting like such a villain. And I know that was probably a little bit of a bridge too far, but the thing you need to know is we are back on speaking terms now. I'm still a little bit raw about it. I'm still a little bit raw about it, but you know what the thing is? There will be a lot more Halloweens. And one of these days I'll get to it. I'll get to be Apollo Creed. Um, I just feel like it's like, you know what, man? It's just like, whose first screensaver is Apollo Creed? Whose favorite Rocky is Rocky fucking Four, dude? He just really should have taken a back seat. But in more happy news, I did, finally, not settle, but because Rowdy Piper, that's pretty top tier. And I did want to be stone cold, smashing beers and shit, but those vests are very expensive. That was like not a thing I really anticipated. And I was like, I can't even really wear it to work anyway. I mean, obviously I was gonna wear a little, um tank top. But like, it's like I really can't wear it to work anyway. And I can't do the smashing of the beers and everything. So it's just like, the whole aesthetic is gone. One of these days I'll get to be stone cold as well. But Roddy Piper, Hot Rod, man, he's top tier. So I'm going as him. I did get some They Live glasses. I'm mixing references a little bit here, but I'm excited. I'm excited about it. But yeah, let's get down to business. Tonight, let us discuss how it takes a village to turn men into monsters. These two take the theme of Wales Frankenstein and Muse. All are as pure of heart as the monster depicted in 1931. The Bullying and Tenebre that came out in 1982, with Halloween Ends that came out in 2022, manifest repressed rage into murderous mayhem. Now, I got the sickest fucking shirt. I gotta show it to you. I hope I'll be able to do this. Um, but yeah, I get so many compliments on this damn thing, but it's the sickest fucking shirt. Even people that don't know what the fuck this is, they're always just like, "What is that? That's so cool." Um, and it's my favorite Argento. So figured whatever, it's the best time to be talking about it. And we are given with Tenebrae, we're given a hierarchy of perverts. Right off the bat, we get an inception of them, and it is a beautiful thing. Let me tell you, it is a beautiful thing. So we got this woman, she's like a kleptomaniac, she's stealing all this fucking shit. And this mall cop that's like thinks he's fucking Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant, stops her and shit. And she like pretty breezily gets out of it by being like, hey, you want to fuck later? And he's like, well, all right. I was playing a little bit of hardball, but if you want to fuck later, yeah, all right. Sure. Why not? Then on her way home, she's like chased by this degenerate, like fucking, this very deranged street pervert. It's like, you know, he's just there. Um, and he's chasing her on her way home, and she like has to escape, and then she like escapes to her apartment, and he's like, but he gets in there and he's like watching her through a window, even though there's another pervert in the house already watching her, who will eventually kill her. And here's where the hierarchy comes in, because this deranged street pervert is like watching her through a window, and it's just like, man, this world is a sick world. There are just some sick fucking people out there. It's like, can a man not be satisfied with just scarring a woman for life anymore? What the fuck? Murder? Wow. Disgusting, disgusting world. I'm out of here. You know? And and God love it. God love it for that. Interestingly, this is actually based off of some obsessed fan that Dario had, who I guess like kept calling him and telling him about all the psychic damage that his movies had done. And it eventually came to death threats, and Dario was sitting there like, you know what this is? Cinema gold, baby. We're putting it on the big screen. Um and also this was inspired, which I think is pretty funny, by a visit that he had to Los Angeles in the 1980s. And it was just like, I just think it's really funny that somebody like Dario Argento is sitting here like, shit, damn, I thought I knew degeneracy, but woohoo, shit, this is true degeneracy right here. I never really understood horror as a concept of life, but this town, oh, very chilling, very, very chilling. Um, and yeah, like I've said before, this is my favorite Argento, and I feel like it's like very rarely do you come across many people that have seen it. Even people that are just like, oh, I love Suspiria and shit. I love Dario Argento. That's the only one I haven't seen. Well, not the only one. That's not true. I don't know why I said that. I jumped the gun a little bit. I got a little bit, in my own mind for a second here, but um it's one of those that I feel like is such a staple, but like a lot of people haven't seen it. And Deep Red is a close second for me. I do love that one as well. But Tenebre, I just feel like it has the sickest score. Like I'm hearing it in my head right now. I just fucking blast that shit every time I watch it. Like I literally am just like, yeah, And maybe that's why the person put the lemon curse in my goofy jack-o'-lantern. They were probably just like, God, if she blasts that fucking xylophone ass shit one more fucking time, I swear to God, I'm gonna curse her with a lemon. It's just, I think it's very unfair to take it out on the jack-o'-lantern though. But yeah, and it's also punk as fuck, okay? Because here's the thing. Like all these critics are like, is this his answer to like, sir, are you a reigning misogynist? And he was just like, reigning misogynist, eh? Well, in that case, I must make my women sluttier, and I must kill more beautifully and brutally than ever before. And we're all better off for it. Let me tell you, we really are. Um, so the plot is, follows this author, Peter Neal. And he's promoting his newest book all over Italy, and it's just a whole country filled with gluttonous perverts, in cinema and also of course in real life. And they just love his erotically violent novels. They love it maybe too much because the killings start that are inspired by the novel, and then he starts getting all these little love notes, slid under his door, like, did I do it, Papa? Did I make you proud with my killings, with my murderings? you know um it's great. It's very, very avant-garde of the killer. I will say he really turns his murder into art, um just like Dario himself. I feel like Dario really likes to put himself into the murderous pervert's mind. I feel like it's always kind of like his proxy, in a way. And this one, very much so. Um, but yeah, so he's leaving the love notes. It becomes this sort of like whodunit sort of thing, with plenty of freaks in the mix, who easily could have done it. But it's like, here's the thing: they either end up murdered, or the police get him, and they're like, you know what? That man is a certified deviant. But the thing is, under Italian law, nothing against it. In fact, we highly encourage it. So he's free to go. That's the way it is here. And you know, that's Italian law. If you're not a sick freak, we'll throw you in jail. Pretty much. That's how it goes over there. I've never been to Italy before, but I imagine that's how it is. Sorry, I'm like sitting on my leg and it hurts. But one of my favorite parts is like similar to deep red. There's like these really like Bugley is now licking the pumpkin. They better not be cursing Bugley. Let me fucking tell you, I will rip this person to shreds myself. I'll kill him with my bare hands. I'll do it. If they curse this damn dog, I mean, I'm telling you, I don't even know. They're probably just trying to help me out. I don't know why I have to invent these things, but anyway, back to the flashback. There's like these very like nightmare like flashbacks and like similar to Deep Red, where we're kind of like getting into the fracture that caused who's ever doing this to get so like, hot and horny. And it's just these really like deeply unsettling depictions of fantasies that really festered and consumed to the point of such disgust that violence has become an incurable outlet for his sexual insanity. That should be the tagline. Dario, if you're watching, you should change it. You should change it. That should be on the posters, man. Um, it really should. Dude, think about it. Think about it. It's good. It's a good one. And I don't want to give anything about the end away because it's a spectacle that you really have to see for yourself, and it is absolute perfection that should be played on loop in every museum. And Argento that deserves to be more soaked in the neon light. Now Halloween ends. I was sort of like in the whole franchise until this one, okay? Like the whole new franchise. I was kind of like, there's cool parts here and there, of course, but man, nothing beats the conception of Corey Cunningham. Really, truly, it's as Corey Cunningham as a character is as inspired as the birth of Christ. I have to say, I had no idea. Going into this opening, you're just kind of like, all right, what's the deal? Is this going to be a homage to the first one, to the original, where it's like, oh, okay, um, is this kid gonna like take up the mantle of Michael Myers and kill his babysitter? Is Michael Myers actually like physically haunting this kid, and Corey's gonna become the new Laurie Strode? And it's like, oh no, you stupid fucking bitch! I'm telling you right now, no. If that's where your mind is going, you're a dumb bitch, just as I was, as I frequently am. Because Corey was to become his own hollowed legend. Oh, yeah, and Haddonfield was going to deserve everything it got for its treatment of its martyr, Corey Cunningham. I just like, I'm so sad. I feel like it's like, what was Hot Topic doing that they didn't make like dreamy boy shirts of Corey? Like, I would buy that in a heartbeat, man. Like, I'm so sad. Maybe they did. If anyone knows of this, and can point me in the right direction, leave it in the comments because I'm buying them up, man. I'm buying every single one of them. I'm totally, totally hot for Corey. Um, and the thing about him is like the bullying goes so far. Like he's like bullied by high schoolers. One of them is in a band uniform. The other one's on the honor roll, dude. His own mother is his most vicious op. It's like how low can a man go? And to tell you the truth, it does not take long before Corey slithers down a sewer drain and gets mentored by none other than the mask himself, old Michael Myers. And they form a very unique collab, It's like Michael's getting old, he's got to pass the torch. And when they meet, they have this moment where they like touch physically, but it's more of this very electric physicality but mentality, there's like awakens that it's like, yeah, just as John Rambo said, when pushed, killing is as easy as breathing. But it is not without its learning curves, for sure, you know. But it does bring this poor damaged soul back to life as the town's breathing karma. And he gets his groove back. Oh, does Corey get his groove back? Elevated more than it ever was in the past. It really is, like I said before, fucking electric. More electric than a motherfucking electric eel. I'm telling you, he meets up with like Lori's granddaughter, and she's, of course, by this point, Haddonfield's most notorious trauma victim, and they both like rebuke, there's these designated roles. They're sick and tired of this shit, man, and they're ready to rebel so fucking hard they turn the town to ash on their way out. Yeah, the movie ties it back to like Lori and her like lame healing journey, like way too much. It's like some like fucking scolding morality tale of the proper way to handle our demons. But Corey's way just ultimately beckons me more. It's full of the rough, rugged, and raw, just the way all us Cirque du freaks like it. It's properly cool as fuck, man. It fucking is. It's just like the whole movie. I mean, I was doing it when I was in the theater. I was doing it inside my head in the theater. But whenever I watch it at home, I'm like, yeah, yeah, Corey. My neighbors hate it. That's probably also why I got the lemon curse. Because they're probably like, if I have to hear about fucking Corey Cunningham one more goddamn time, I'm gonna lemon curse that bitch. Um, but I will say like the corpse parade at the end. That was like kind of cool. But I think what's even cooler is that they're gonna have to be even bolder to resurrect the franchise. But whatever the case, I totally lost my train of thought. Fucking hate. I'm like so exhausted. You guys have no idea. I probably look it. Um, like it's actually really late at night right now. Like I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. And it's like all I ate all day was like fucking stuffing flavored popcorn and this fucking wild cherry Pepsi. I love disgusting shit. It's like I just fucking do, man. It's like, yeah, stuffing flavored popcorn. Ugh. I fucking love disgusting shit, man. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, I just hope when they do like boldly resurrect the franchise, like we lean more into the Corey angle, less into the like group trauma for survivors, the group therapy for survivors, and group trauma. Yeah, he should have given that town more trauma, to be honest with you. Um, whatever the case, Michael Myers must live. Corey's legacy must continue, and we gotta keep John Carpenter's weed and video game money coming. We gotta get that man his paycheck, It's like for all that he's given us, the least we could fucking do is keep giving him a paycheck. But I do feel like there's a way to honor him while doing that. Let us praise in his name. I've got the Corey Cunningham fever, and I only hope it continues to become a global contagion. So there we go, everybody. Have an amazing Halloween. Halloween is so much fun. And even though I'm kind of a loser, it doesn't mean everybody is. But even losers have fun on Halloween. Um, Corey, anyone? Me, anyone? Me and Corey together? Well, all right. Now we're cooking. We're cooking with fucking gas now. But whether you're staying in or you're going out, be mindful of Dario Argento's hierarchy of perversion and have heart for the bad boys out to punish the world for their town's sins. Remember not to pick up a pitchfork, and likely any mob you join is gonna be on the wrong side of humanity. Think before you mob. Raise the angst, absolutely, but don't misdirect your rage. Here's to a new world of perverts and monsters. Check these two out if you haven't seen them, and if you have, we do for a rewatch anyway. Happy Halloween!